Hey everyone, John Howe speaking. Going to give you an update on what's been happening on the Dow Jones Industrial, basically the DJ top 30 stocks in the US. What we're looking at right now, we're simply looking at a weekly chart because it's very important to be keeping an eye on the weekly basis. Now let me just simply move that down through here. Okay, so it's very important to keep an eye on what's been happening on the overall market. Now, the first thing I do notice when I'm looking at this market is simply this. We can clearly see that we had a high up here. This was the high point up here. Then the market started to really step down through here, and then we made a bit of a low point down here in March 2009. But if you have a look, looks like a bit of a shoulder, bit of a head, bit of a shoulder. You can see this here is the left shoulder, this here would be the head, and this here would be the right shoulder. Okay, and so what's happened through here is you can see it's came down, made the left head and the right shoulder, and now it's started to scoop out of it. Now not only that, but if somewhere around about here to here would be a neckline, and because the neckline is broken, we basically measure from the bottom here to the top and basically project that out. So you're probably looking at looks like we're projecting this out to probably around about the 1100, maybe a bit smaller, of a target level where the market is likely to get to. Now, the stats say on a head and shoulder formation, now this is a head and shoulder formation, the stats say that if the head and shoulder formation completes itself and does break out of the neckline, then we have a very high percent chance. I think the stats were somewhere around the vicinity of 70 to 80%. I think it was basically high 70s, low 80s, around that level there, and around this level through here is where it's likely to get. Now it's not going to go straight up like this, of course it's not. You know, we might get a bit of a dip down, then it maybe scoop back up, then a dip down, then maybe another run back up again. We just don't know, but what we do know is we can sit back and say, okay, well, even a bit of a dip, we're likely to get here, okay, because there's a very high percent chance of this happening. Now that's what's happening here on the weekly chart, but let me show you something else here. If we have a look from a bit of a shorter term perspective on the weekly chart, okay, instead of looking at a couple of years, let's bring our chart into a bit closer view. And one thing I'm going to do right now is I'm simply going to get a trend line, and I'm going to draw it from the bottom here. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm just simply going to draw the trend line from the bottom here, and I'm just going to connect this bottom here. Okay, basically I'm just going to connect the dots. You see, this is one dot, and this is two dots. So I'm basically going to connect the dots. Now I'm going to get the trend line, and I'm going to draw it from the bottom, and I'm just going to draw it up through there. Yeah, just make sure that this is fixed up and make sure it's definitely at the bottom. Okay, so there we go, and there we go. So we have basically two touches. We have this one through here, this touch through here, and we have this bottom one through here. Okay, so we have two touches. Now, with this particular trend line, obviously the Dow is in a complete bull market. Okay, as we can clearly see, right? This market is clearly in a bull market. There's no doubt about it. Since March right through to where we are right now is end of September, we can clearly see it's in a bull market. Now, what happens if the market, say for example, starts to say run down? Okay, let's just use this color, and let's just say for example the Dow starts to run down through here. Well, what's going to happen? We're going to get into a line of support. Okay, we're going to get into a line of support, and then what's likely to happen is likely to then run to the high side. Okay, now we are definitely slowly stepping up. Now let me show you something else here. We're definitely slowly stepping up. There's a trend line through there. Okay, yes, the market is having a bit of a pullback. I just think this is personally right now. I just think this is a slight pullback, basically before the bulls take control again. The bulls have been taking control ever since way back here in March, and they've been doing it all ever since right now to September. Okay, the end of September, and they're still in control. Yes, we do get this. You see here, a bit of a run up, sideways run up, pullback, run up. It might be another due for a pullback through here, but overall, we're definitely in the buyers camp through here. Now, let me show you something through here. If I just squeeze my chart a bit more through here, there's a few things that we can notice. let's have a look at some horizontal support lines. We can see we have somewhere one probably around about there, okay, and you might want to use that one as the neckline. Okay, so as I said before, if you draw it from the top here and draw it all the way down to the head and project that up through there, then you're likely to get your projection, which is probably somewhere around, just from memory, around the probably around these levels here through somewhere. Now we have that, but let's have a look through here also. We simply have also another support and resistance line. You can see up through there. Okay, bingo. Now let's bring our little drawing tool back up again, and we can see here that we clearly have a bit of support, a bit of resistance over here. Okay, and what we simply have through here is a bit of resistance over through here as well. And the market then started to crumble through here, started to run back up, step back up, had a bit of resistance, knocked back down. Now remember, this is a weekly chart, so a bit of resistance through there, then the market ran up. Okay, now remember, this is a weekly chart, so the trend lines on the weekly chart are much more stronger, and I recommend anyone that's even day trading to use a weekly chart. They get a bigger, better perspective of the market. So this is a weekly chart here. Clearly say it's going up, and we're at a bit of support line. Now let's go have a look at the daily chart here. Okay, I'm gonna bring up a daily chart, and bingo. If I just bring this trend line down just a little bit more, we can clearly see that we are now getting close to what we call a major support level. Now if I just squeeze my chart up and I just bring this trend line back in a bit more, because that's where the bottom was. Okay, this is the bottom, bit of a trough, and the way up there. Now as we can see on this Dow Jones chart, we're simply right now at a bit of support level. Okay, we see all the support through here, the resistance through here, pardon me. The market ran down, came back up, had a bit of resistance through here, now it ran back up. Now it ran back up, then it went sideways, and then it had a bit of a run back down through here. I would say this is likely to be good support, and we're likely to get a bit of a bounce. How much of a bounce? I don't know, but I would say that that's what's likely to happen. Now the reason why I'm saying that is based on a formation that I teach my traders called white space. Okay, my traders that are watching this, you know exactly what I mean. And because this high here, this low, and this high, we can see that it has a bit of a white space in these little conjunctions here. So that's why I believe it's likely to go up. If you want to learn what white space is, just simply come down to the trading room and I'll be happy to teach you. Now, we are at a bit of support there right now. I don't reckon we're going to have too much of a down move through here. I could be wrong, but I don't think we're going to get too much down move. I believe that if we do get down here, we're likely to get a bit of a run back to the high side. Okay, now obviously the reason why I'm saying that, but look at this thing through here as well. If I just go from the bottom here and just draw a trend line up through here, we've also got this trend line coming through here as well. Okay, so even if we do get a bit of a drop through here, let's just call it from 9,500 all through the 9,600. So 9,500, so a 100-point drop. We have, if you haven't noticed so far, we have this level of support. We have a bit of a level of support coming through here, which is basically this trend line through here as well. So basically when you're looking at this level through here, big box, all through here is a massive amount of support. Now that's looking at the bigger picture. Okay, so just be careful of that, because a lot of people out there saying this is then the down move. To me, this overall picture clearly says bit of support through here, and maybe a run back up through here. So I don't know. The week hasn't started yet, so we will see what happens. But that's what the chart is overall. That's what the chart is overall telling me. If it doesn't get down to there, then simply what we can do, we can just simply go from the low here to the high here. Okay, and we can expect a bit of support down through here at least, because what we have here, we've had a couple of touches through here, and a bounce through there, and a bounce through there. So why wouldn't, even if it did not bounce off this level, why would it not bounce off this level? Okay, so there's lots of support coming through there. So this is basically an overview on the market. I believe a good more upside will become very soon. But make sure you do your homework and make sure that you look after your current financial situation. Alright traders, thanks a lot. This is an overview on the Dow Jones Industrial DJ Top 30 Dow Jones Industrial Average. Alright, thanks a lot.